Hey guys, so today's video is going to be my skincare routine in a way. I'm not really gonna go and demonstrate my morning skincare routine and my nighttime skincare routine because I've done that before, but I decided to go ahead and grab all of my favorite skincare products and talk about them today, and I thought what better way to do that than to come at you barefaced. I don't have any makeup on except mascara and tinted brow gel, but besides that I have nothing on my face, which is rare because I cannot live without under eye concealer. I just feel like if I'm going to talk about my favorite skincare products to you guys, I want you guys to see my skin. I want you guys to see the condition of my skin and everything like that, because we are not talking about makeup in this video. We are not wearing any masks today. I do really quickly want to talk to you guys about my skin type because I feel like these products work really well for my skin. I have dry, sensitive skin, and a lot of you guys know that. The summer it's more like normal to dry, but in the winter it is bone dry. And I have a super dry T-zone. Most people get oily in their T-zone. The Sahara Desert, girl. The Sahara. Skin is very sensitive. And when I mean sensitive, I don't mean I am acne prone. Whenever a product reacts badly to my skin, I have a really bad like texture issue. My skin will start to feel really bumpy and like super rough. It's the strangest thing. And my main problem area is my forehead. I have those weird white bumps that are like underneath the skin, and I know that there's something called milia, and I don't know exactly if I have milia, but it's really similar to milia, and it happens a lot. If I wear too much makeup or if I wear makeup too many days in a row, I will get that underneath my skin from clogged pores and just like all the layers of makeup on my skin. So because of that, exfoliating is my best friend. People say it's not good to exfoliate every day, but I exfoliate probably 5 times a week because if I don't, my skin would be horrible. I remember I went a whole week without exfoliating and my pores were so clogged. There were bumps all over my face. It's bad. I have to exfoliate often. That's just the skin I have. And also with dry skin, it's really necessary to exfoliate. And I do get pimples, but they are like the big ones that hurt, like the painful ones that come out of nowhere. That happens often, and usually if a product breaks me out like that, it's gonna be in this area right here. I know if I have pimples right here that a specific product did that to my face. Anyway, enough rambling. I just quickly wanted to tell you like the skin issues I have and what type of skin I have and all that good stuff. Now, when it comes to skincare, honestly, I believe in investing in good skincare. Now, don't get me wrong, there are really good skincare products at the drugstore, but I personally feel like you should invest in really good skincare because taking care of your skin is really important. And I rather spend $50 on a moisturizer than $50 on a foundation. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to say that I really do save my money and go out and invest in really good skincare products because I feel like it's important. I just wanted to quickly mention that just in case anybody sees certain things and they're like, girl, that's expensive. And I'm gonna be like, yeah girl, but that's worth it. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with how I remove my makeup. I found that the ultimate, the best makeup remover in the entire world is coconut oil. This is what works best for me. It does such a good job of breaking down my mascara and eyeliner and certain things that are hard to take off with just regular face wash. Really does such an amazing job, and it does not irritate my skin. And because it's coconut oil, it's gonna be really moisturizing as well. I've heard some people with oily, acne prone skin break out with this, but I've never had any problems and I have sensitive skin. So yeah, this is really inexpensive and it's the best makeup remover I've ever used. Now, really quickly, I want to talk about my favorite face washes. I have used many face washes in my lifetime, and these are 3 that I consider holy grail products. The first one is by Philosophy, and it is called Purity. I'm sure you guys have seen this all over YouTube. People rave about it for a good reason. It is such a great face wash to take off makeup and to really deep clean your skin. This is the face wash I use every single night. It stays in my shower, and when I get in my shower, I wash my face with this, and if I'm not using this, I find that this does a really good job on its own. It breaks down my makeup really well, and it just cleans everything. And this does foam up just a little bit on my skin, but it doesn't strip my skin and it doesn't make it feel really tight and dry. Another face wash I really love, this is like my holy grail morning face wash. It is by the brand Fresh, and it is their soy face cleanser. This kind of looks like a gel consistency. and it has a very strong smell of cucumbers. So if you don't like the smell of cucumbers, you are going to absolutely hate this. At first it kind of put me off. I would put it on my face and I'm like, oh, it smells like cucumbers. But I actually enjoy the scent now. This is such a great face wash for sensitive skin. It does say it's for all skin types, but it's so good. It really moisturizes my face, and even though it doesn't remove makeup as well as purity, it does a pretty good job of removing makeup, and it's just really gentle and creamy and beautiful. So amazing. I love using this in the morning because just the smell of cucumbers, it just wakes me up. I really love this. And then the other one I really want to mention, I don't use this one every single day, but it's definitely part of my skincare. It is the John Masters Organics Jojoba and Ginseng Exfoliating Face Cleanser, and I use this every so often when my skin is super clogged up and my pores are just like not doing so well, and I have to exfoliate and use this to really clean my face. This is a cream cleanser that does such a good job of moisturizing as well, but it has tiny little beads throughout the cleanser, and it's not a bunch of beads to where you feel it super grainy. It's like sparingly throughout the cleansers. Like the exfoliation in this is really mild, but I like it because it's just that extra oomph. Okay, so my favorite toner, I finally found a toner that does not break me out. My skin is extremely sensitive to toners, but this one by Thayers has not broken me out yet. I've had it for like 2 months, I want to say, a little bit more, and it is their alcohol-free toner, Unscented Witch Hazel with aloe vera formula. This stuff is great. It comes in a bunch of different scents, peach, rose, lavender, but I got unscented just in case since my skin is so sensitive to toners. It looks like I haven't used anything, but a little goes a long way. I just pour some onto my cotton pad and I rub this on my entire face, and it tones my face, but it does not strip my skin. It doesn't leave my skin feeling dry. I feel like a lot of toners really dry out your skin, but this one doesn't. I guess with the aloe vera formula, it's just really great for sensitive skin. Okay, so I want to mention my all-time favorite spot treatment. Whenever I have one of those really big pimples that hurts and it's puffy and pussy, you know, I use a spot treatment on those, and my favorite one is the Origins Super Spot Remover Acne Treatment Gel with Salicylic Acid. This is this big. Like, look at the size of this. It was a pretty expensive bottle for the size. It was $15, but a little goes such a long way that I feel like I will never go through this. This is basically salicylic acid. That's all it is. My skin reacts really well to salicylic acid, and right before bed I will just barely tap my finger in this and place it right on the blemish. I make sure to get it right on the blemish because this will dry out my skin because it's just straight up salicylic acid. And then when I wake up, it's almost 100% gone. It is definitely so much flatter than it was the night before. It's incredible. This stuff is so powerful. It does such an amazing job of getting rid of my really big, like, nasty pimples. You know, that time of the month, girl. And by the way, Origins is probably my ultimate favorite skincare brand in the entire world. It is a little bit pricey, but I have never seen a product do such good things for me than all of the Origins products I've purchased. Amazing brand. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about my favorite nighttime moisturizer, and I will never, ever, as long as I continue to make this, buy another nighttime moisturizer in my life. This is such holy grail status. Like, out of all of my skincare products, this is the one that has made the biggest difference on my skin. It is the Origins High Potency Nightamins Mineral Enriched Renewal Cream. This is what it looks like. It is like magic in cream in a pot. Like I said earlier, I have those weird fleshed colored bumps that happen underneath my skin, and whenever I put this on at nighttime and I wake up, it's a lot smoother. It's a lot like youthful looking, and my bumps have gotten smaller. It's crazy. I don't know what's in this stuff, but whatever it is, a little goes a long way as well. This is what it looks like. It's like a thick cream, but it's not too thick on my skin, and I feel like people with oily skin will like this as well because it's not super greasy or weird, but it does hydrate your skin well. I have never broken out to this. It doesn't clog my pores. Some moisturizers really clog my pores. This doesn't. This is just... Now I'm going to talk about eye creams. I have tried so many eye creams like in the last 6 months looking for the perfect one, and I have found it. This is the Origins, again, Origins Starting Over Age Erasing Eye Cream with Mimosa. It's like an anti-aging eye cream, and I find that it is doing a really good job of just smoothing out my lines, especially around here, like my crow's feet type of area. It just makes things so much smoother, and I feel like the anti-aging benefits are working. It's really good. I haven't been using it for so long, but so amazing already. And then I quickly want to give an honorable mention to my Antipodes Kiwi Seed Oil Eye Cream. I use this when my skin is really, really dry, like so dry. Because honestly, out of all the eye creams I have ever used in my life, nothing hydrates my under eyes like this stuff. I don't know what it is, but a little goes such a long way. You barely have to tap your finger into this stuff. When you wake up, your under eyes still feel a little moist and just really, really hydrated. So when my under eyes are feeling really crepey and wrinkly and like dry, deserty, I go for this because it is hydrating. Now I want to talk about my favorite serum, and honestly this isn't like my favorite holy grail serum, but it works. It is the L'Oreal Youth Code Texture Perfector Serum Concentrate. It's really good at smoothing out your texture, which is the problem I have. Your skin feels really, really, really soft when you put this on, and it works well underneath makeup. I use this more during the daytime. I don't really use it at night because I feel like my nighttime routine works really well. I'm still on the hunt for that perfect serum that I can't live without, which I'm going to buy the Laneige water bank serum. I know, Nicole, if you're watching this, I know. Nicole from Young, Wild and Polished raves about that, like if she gave birth to it. So I'm definitely gonna try out that serum, but this is a good one if you were looking for a drugstore one, or you know. Okay, so the next product I want to talk about is very, very, very essential to me, especially because I have dry skin, and it is argan oil. I use 100% argan oil on my face. I will lather my face in this and go to bed. When I'm not using this guy, I will lather my face in this and go to bed, and when I wake up, my skin is as soft as a baby's bottom. It feels so great. Just make sure you are getting 100% argan oil. This is from the brand John Masters Organics. I love this brand, it's really good. And I used to buy the Josie Marin one, but this one is cheaper. And it's the exact same product. They're both argan oil. So I'm buying this one from now on, and I love it. If you have dry skin, oily skin, any type of skin, it is really, really good to use argan oil on your face. Okay, so I mentioned earlier that I exfoliate my face a lot. I use a bunch of different products. I use a lot of microdermabrasion exfoliators and certain things like that. I'm always switching out my exfoliators, but one that I always come to, and I use this one about 3 times a week, it is holy grail status and so inexpensive. It is the St. Ives Blemish Control Green Tea Scrub. This is the only one I like from St. Ives because that apricot scrub from St. Ives scratches the crap out of my skin. I think I used it once at a friend's house because I was taking a shower, and that's the only exfoliator she had, and I almost broke my face. This one isn't like that. It's super, super gentle, but finely milled, a bunch of little exfoliators. It's great. And it also has 1% salicylic acid, so it helps fight my breakouts a lot. By the way, I forgot to mention this, but my all-time favorite thing to wash my face with is cognac sponges. I don't use my fingers because I feel like a cognac sponge really does the job, and I don't use things like a Clarisonic because my skin is so sensitive that I really don't want to. And I know they have a brush for sensitive skin and all that. Cognac sponges have worked wonders on my skin because they're mild exfoliators, and these are like under $10. As long as you keep it hanging in your bathroom and nothing really touches it, and you chuck these out like every 3 months, you won't get any bacteria in these. Okay, so really quickly, my favorite daytime moisturizers. I really love the Antipodes Rejoice Light Facial Day Cream. This is what I use whenever I'm going to be wearing makeup because it moisturizes my skin without feeling greasy. And even though I have dry skin, I don't like that greasy feeling on my face throughout the day, especially when I'm going to put some foundation on top. This one just really absorbs into my skin, but it immediately feels so soft and hydrated. It's amazing, and it like disappears instantly. It's a great moisturizer. And whenever I'm not going to be wearing makeup, I just want something on the go, I use my Origins VitaZing SPF 15 Energy Boosting Moisturizer with Mangosteen. It says SPF 15, so it's perfect for the daytime. And what I love about this is the fact that it is tinted. It's not a tinted moisturizer, but it does have a little bit of a tint to it. It comes out white, and then when you blend it into your skin, I don't know if you'll be able to tell, when you blend it into your skin, it does have a little bit of color, so I find that it evens out my skin tone. If you have really fair skin, it might go a little bit warm on your skin. By the way, I get all of my Origins products at origins.com because they have so many coupon codes going all the time. Just Google Origins coupon code and you'll find great ones. Okay, so those were all my skincare favorites, and now I'm gonna talk about my favorite part, and it is my favorite face masks. I do have 8 to share with you guys, with one honorable mention. So let's get started. By the way, I know this video is going to be super long, but I'm first going to talk about my favorite clarifying masks. like the ones that are really gonna pull things out of your pores. And the first one I'm gonna talk about is really inexpensive, and you could find this at Target, and it is the Botanics Iconic Clay Mask. Actively removes impurities and deeply cleanses with clarifying willow bark. This stuff is amazing. I have really dry skin, and sometimes clay masks just kill my skin and make them so incredibly dry because they're so thick and hard, and it's really hard to deal with. But this is the most simple and easy to use clay mask. I don't even know how to explain it. When I first used it and I saw that the consistency was so watery, I was kind of blown away. It's not like really thick and hard to put on your face and you have like chunks everywhere and hard to blend out. It is so smooth. You apply this to your fingers and just swipe on your face, and it applies everywhere evenly. If you're looking for a really good clay mask for any skin type, oily skin, even the driest of skin, this one will work for you because it's not gonna strip your skin. It's definitely gonna make your skin feeling a little bit dry because it's a clay mask, but it's really smooth. The next one I'm gonna be talking about is the exact opposite of that, and it is the most powerful product I've ever put on my face. If you are thinking of buying the Glam Glow face mask, the Super Mud, not the YouthMud or the Thirsty Mud, I think those are incredible, but the Super Mud, do not waste your money because I found something just as good, maybe better, and it is the Health and Beauty Aztec Secret Indian Healing Clay, world's most powerful facial, they're not kidding, deep pore cleansing, 100% natural calcium bentonite clay. I got mine off. I got this off iHerb for really inexpensive. Because I have dry skin, I do have to follow up with my John Masters Argan Oil. Whenever I use this, I apply this right after, and I'm telling you that when I wake up the next day, I have better skin than I've ever had in my life. This is the most intense clay mask you will ever come across. It is a powder, so you have to dump it in a bowl and then mix it with apple cider vinegar. And the reason you use apple cider vinegar is because it's gonna help fight breakouts. You can mix this with water, but it's gonna be a little bit thicker and chunkier to use. If you mix it with apple cider vinegar, it makes it really easy to use, and it's more beneficial. But this stuff is so powerful that my face hurts the entire time that this is on. It's not like a ow, I'm in pain kind of feeling. It's like a, what is happening kind of feeling. Feel my face pulsate, and I thought it was joking because it literally says, feel your face pulsate. And I was like, okay. No, you absolutely do. Just a warning, this stuff will pull out things you didn't know you had in your face. Okay, so this next one is a charcoal face mask. It's not a mud mask. This charcoal is really good to just draw out impurities from in your pores. Like if your pores are really clogged, this is just gonna act like a magnet and pull stuff out. And I love the Origins Clear Improvement Active Charcoal Mask to clear pores. This stuff is great for any skin type. It works really well, and that's basically what I use it for, just to give my pores an extra deep clean. And I'm not sensitive to this one. Some face masks really break me out. Like the majority of the face masks at the drugstore, they do not work for my skin, but this one works. And then this one is my honorable mention that I was talking about, and it is the Mint Julep Mask by Queen Helene. Helps dry up acne pimples, rinse away blackheads, and shrink enlarged pores. If you have oily skin, buy this. It works really well. I'm not saying that people with dry skin can't use this, because I do use this sometimes. It can be a little bit drying, I'm not gonna lie. There's something about the mint in this that really makes my face feel really clean and refreshed. And I typically only use this like around my nose, or I use this as a spot treatment. Whenever I don't want to use salicylic acid on my pimples for whatever reason, I will just go and squeeze some out of this and then use it on my pimples and use it as a spot treatment, and it works really well for that. And I think this is like $3, so it's a good face mask, like a mud type of face mask from the drugstore that doesn't break me out. I quickly want to talk about probably my favorite face mask of all time, or one of my favorite face masks for sure, and it is the Glam Glow YouthMud Tingle Exfoliate Treatment. I have their little jar. This is the $20 one. I use this one once a week, maybe twice if my skin has like a really weird texture to it. But this stuff is great. I don't think that the white one is worth it, and I know that that's everyone's favorite. That's like everyone's holy grail, but I think that this one works just as good. But this one is so unique because it is a mud mask, but it's an exfoliating mud mask. My sister used it for the first time and she was like, I need to buy that because my skin felt amazing the next day. It's just great. I use this one when my skin really needs to pick me up, and I will just apply it all over my face, leave it on for a few minutes, and then get in the shower and really warm it up with the steam, and then buff it into my skin because it is an exfoliator. So it does such a good job of exfoliating my skin. It's like the best skin exfoliator ever. And it does smell really good, at least to me it does. But it is very leafy. There are like tree branches in here and like leaves in this thing. But it's so great. I definitely recommend this if you're looking for a great exfoliator slash mask. I don't know, it's a really good hybrid. I love this. I'm also a really big fan of the Glam Glow Thirsty Mud, by the way. It's amazing for dry skin, for all skin types. I don't have it. I constantly get samples of it, but I do want to buy it. I do think that one is worth the $70. I wish they had that one in like a little pot like this, because I would just buy this, but they don't. They only have this one in a small. That one is amazing too. The next mask I want to talk about is the Antipodes Aura Manuka Honey Mask. This is a clarifying mask, but it is really, really hydrating. When you pour it onto your fingers, it is like a cream, like a thick, creamy texture that you would think it's just like a thick moisturizer. It's so weird. And then when you apply it to your whole base, it feels like sticky. It doesn't feel like it's gonna dry, but it does. It does take a little bit longer to dry than, say, a mask like this, like a mud mask, because it is hydrating too. So I leave this on for about 20 minutes, and then when you touch your face, you see that it really does harden, and it's just so cool. I love this mask. One of my favorite masks for sure, because I feel like it's clarifying. It does a really good job of like pulling out stuff from my pores and cleaning my face, but it hydrates my skin. It makes it really, really soft and supple. So great. And the honey in this is really gonna help fight breakouts. It has that like bacteria fighting ingredient in here, and it's just so great for sensitive skin. And oh my god, I love this. One of the best Antipodes products I have ever used. Okay, so this next mask is not a clarifying mask. It is a hydrating mask, and it is the Origins Drink Up Intensive Overnight Mask to quench skin's thirst. You put this all over your face and then you go to bed, and when you wake up, you have a brand new face, basically. It smells really, really good. It smells like fruits, like, oh, it smells so good. But this is a great mask if you don't want to spend the money on the Glam Glow Thirsty Mud, because this one is cheaper, but it does a similar job. It is a hydrating mask. It's really gonna quench the skin's thirst. When I feel like my skin is just dry and dull and like has no life to it, I kind of look like, it just doesn't look as healthy as it usually does. I will apply this mask, and when I wake up, I'm like, wow, my skin looks great. This is the perfect mask to use like the night before a special event, because it's really just gonna make your skin look healthier, more luminous and beautiful. I love this mask. Okay guys, so those were all my favorite skincare products. I know this video is really long, but I just really want to talk about all the things I really love. And these are serious staples in my skincare routine. I don't use every single product every single day, but they're staples for sure. So yeah, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!